Hello everyone and welcome back to a very brand new challenge that I'm going to start with the opposite princess challenge. This is going to be quite interesting. I do really like The Sims, but it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. So, as you probably can see, they are a little bit more modern and what most people use, I think. I decided to go more modern with my Sims and just don't install that much stuff. So last time I did try and do this challenge, I downloaded a bunch of custom content and yeah, destroyed my computer. Yay! And I lost my save files and stuff like that, so I don't know if my actually recordings and stuff that I did for that one actually got out, or if I just lost it all. I can't really remember. But I'm trying again and doing a little bit more of a modern twist on it. So stuff in this LP are more modern. They have television and stuff like that, computers and all that fun stuff, so that it's not too boring to watch, hopefully. And these are the sisters that are sort of the main characters, I guess, but obviously can't zoom in. No. This is my main lady. Why am I zooming in on her like that? So I did my best not to make them too similar. She has a little bit different nose and mouth and stuff like that, but they are also sisters, so I gave them the same eye colors. I think that's their mom's eye color, or is that their dad's? Or do you have brown? Yes, you have brown. So that's the two sisters. This is my main character, Luna Stardust. After Luna is Stardust is what her mother called her, and her mother was also called Stardust. So obviously there's a little bit background story. Obviously there's some rules and stuff like that, but my background story is sort of similar to the ones in the story, but I'm not really sure. I'm going to adjust. So basically of this dude here, which is the king, his name is Roland. I just gave them royal because I was kinda lazy, so excuse me for that, but at the point when I started creating the guys and stuff, I just couldn't find a name that was suitable for a royal, so they're called royal, so that's that. He was a very kind king. I think he still is. Where are your stuff? Bad it is. Yeah, except for Snob, he's kinda the same. I didn't change too much of his traits, to be honest, but he got more bitter as time passed, especially after his wife died. Elisa's mother, excuse me, her name is Elisa Royal as well, so all of them are named Royal, all except for Luna. So Elisa is her sister. She doesn't know she has, or she does know, but in game she knows, but in my story she doesn't know she has a sister. She obviously doesn't know about what her father has done and stuff like that. And I'm sorry if my voice keeps loose. Yeah, just getting away or sounding strange, but I think I'm going to get a cold soon or something like that, which is always really fun. So he was a really nice king. He loved his wife more than anything. He was kind, caring, and all that stuff. All the people of the land loved him. And then his wife got pregnant. They had tried for a very, very long time, so she got pregnant, but when she was pregnant she got very ill, so she got medicine. She was at the hospital a lot of times, but in the end she didn't survive. After Elisa was born, she died, unfortunately. She was really a sweet queen and kind and caring and all that stuff. I don't really have a tomb for her or anything, but yeah, we'll figure it out eventually. And obviously, he was devastated. He started to get more and more grumpy. He wasn't the kind person he used to be. He sort of got too devastated and then moved. They originally lived in Oasis Spring, where he had his kingdom, and he lived with his wife and daughter and stuff like that. Or his wife, not his daughter, she came later. And then he got so devastated and so angry and confused and all that stuff, so they moved until to Willow Creek. All his loyal subjects were very confused. They didn't know why he moved. They were also very devastated by the Queen's death, but they allowed him to take his time, and he has just gotten more and more grumpy, and he ended up having an affair with, or well, he ended up being with another woman after being out on a bar. Tragic night where he just had been drinking quite a lot, and then found this very cute, charming woman that he fell sort of in love with, but mostly because he had been drinking quite a lot. So he seduced her, and they kind of did a thing, and then later she came knocking on his door telling her she was pregnant, and he obviously realized what he had done. He yelled at her, he was mean to her, he didn't want his people to find out he had been having sort of an affair, even though his wife was dead, but he didn't want people to think badly of him, so he locked her away in the basement, where she got as well very ill. And she had her daughter Luna, obviously, and she did her best to make sure Luna had a good life. Obviously, the stuff Luna has, she has forced out of the king to keep her mouth shut, but I'll go more into that later. She didn't have as much stuff as Luna has. She did have very bad stuff, and because of her environment, she lived down in the basement, which is where Luna lives. She ended up dying, and obviously that made Luna heartbroken. She was so sad. She got angry with the king. She wasn't accepted of this, and she told the king she was going to tell everyone, even though she was kind of locked inside. And she just threatened the king to kill them and all that stuff, and she was just angry, and yeah, it was not a pleasant conversation, I can tell you that. And the king just told her he was going to give her everything she wanted and all that stuff, so he's kind of paying her off. She is just pretending to accept it. She is actually not going. She is still going to go on with her plan, and in her mindset, he just deserves to die. So obviously, that's something that's going to be in the future. So we can zoom in on it. So she is really a sweet girl in a way, but she is oops, wrong button. She is a loner because she's going to spend most of the time in her basement, and she probably won't be spending too much time except when she's going to talk to the prince. She is a loner, so that's why I gave her that. I gave her insane since she's going to stay. Since she has been locked up so long, has gotten herself insane, which is very understandable. Being locked in a cellar since you were a baby. And she's romantic because I kind of wanted that in order for her to get more friendly with the prince, which is going to be something we have to do. She has a decent relationship with her father. I haven't actually done anything with that, but I kind of set her relationship with her sister down and stuff like that. And she actually really wants the big happy family, and she feels like she deserves it, and obviously she do. All she wanted was to be loved, and she feels like the king did not do anything for her. The king locked her and her mother away. So she feels like he deserves to die. She doesn't know how she feels about her sister and stuff like that, because she wants to do everything she can to have a happy family. We obviously won't be killing the child. That's something we will not do. That's something Luna would never in her entire life do. That's just wrong. So she will not do that. And obviously that necklace she's wearing is the necklace her mother gave her before she died. So she is keeping on to that because it's very precious to her, obviously. So she is very mad at the king, and she doesn't know how she feels about her sister and stuff like that, because she doesn't know her sister. She is angry at her because her sister got the royal treatment. She is the kind, sweet, caring princess that everyone loved. She's this cute, flowery, pink girly girl who everyone loves. And obviously you can see that in her outfit as well. Very girly, very pink, very kind, and all that stuff. So she is more of the princess that everyone loved, which is why Luna doesn't really like her, because she got the attention and love and care that she never got, except from her mother, and when her mother died she had to take care of herself. Alyssa is a soulmate aspiration. She believes in true love, which is why she's married with her husband Michael. She wants to go on 2 dates, and I won't be focused on it. Then I will not touch them. As far as I know, there you are not really allowed to have them do anything. Just click on them to see how they're doing. So everything they do on their own. She is kind, obviously. She is family oriented, and she's a music lover, and she's alluring due to the soulmate aspiration. So she's a young adult. She's a young adult as well. And yeah, she is. I don't know what that's called, but she wants a big happy family, because she is just she's just lonely and wants actually that big happy family. Roland is obviously the king of this household. He is an adult, he is a snob, he's self-assured, he is ambitious and something, and he wants to be a Renaissance sim. And I feel like I should probably have given him some other traits, but when I made him I just didn't feel like any other traits would work for him. But still. And he's all sort of messy. And this is obviously our target. This is Alyssa's husband. He is quite gorgeous, I have to say. He's very sweet. He is very caring of his wife, obviously. And he cares about his wife. He gives her kisses, he gives her flowers, he gives her everything she wants, and just really genuinely care about her, and she cares about him as well, obviously. But when Luna comes in the picture, I don't know how he will react. Most likely we have to get to a best friend level even in order to flirt with him, because he is married, and in my game people that are married are kinda annoying to deal with. And he is perfectionist, he's a little bit clumsy, and he is active. And he wants to be the friend of the world. I'm not sure if that's charismatic or something, I'm not really sure. And he wants to be the friend of the world, obviously, because he has been in this castle, living in this castle with the royals and all that stuff. So I gave him clumsy because he is going to probably fall in love with Luna and stuff like that, so I felt like clumsy would be kinda an interesting trait. And then we have this cutie here, which basically wasn't supposed to be. Why is your hair blue? Why? Why is this a thing? Her hair is super black, actually, in Create a Sim, but for some reason in game her hair is blue, like her auntie. And That's kind of strange. Might have to change that. But this is their child. They had a child. I was originally just going to test out how their genetics work because I actually wanted her to be pregnant and then make it more difficult for Luna because she doesn't really seem like the very mean type girl, but she obviously is angry because she was locked inside, which is understandable. But then she turned out to be such a cutie, and I just couldn't resist having her in my game. So they already have a child, an heir to the throne, and she is just the sweetest little girl ever. She is just such a cutie. And she is cheerful, and she has the social butterfly aspiration. So, and she's obviously a child, and she looks like to be quite a stunner when she's an teen and young adult as well. So that's the family, and obviously the king in his mindsets feel like he is doing something right because he's knocking away this secret, which is wrong in every sort of way, and he doesn't want his grandchild to figure out what he's doing. He doesn't want his people to know, and he just generally thinks he's doing the right thing, which makes Luna very sad. She doesn't want this to be a thing. She wants to be free. She wants to be out in the world. She wants to live her life, get kids, marry someone she loves. And that's where he comes in the picture because she believes if she can make a scandal in this family by getting out and stuff like that, she can actually get her achievement. She has actually a little bit crush on her sister husband because obviously she has seen him more sometimes when he has sort of gone in the basement accidentally, and she has a little bit crush on him, but she knows he is her husband, so she basically only want to flirt with him and stuff like that because she is a little bit angry at her sister because she got what she didn't, and that means she wants to make her sister pay for that in a way, and her father also needs to pay. So if she makes a scandal by, having an affair with the prince in the family, she might get her wish, and people will probably start to notice that there's actually one more person in this household, and they will probably, and his people will probably start questioning stuff, and probably start wondering who she is and why she looks so much like her sister in a way, and why she has the same eyes, and why she looks a little bit like him as well. Why is this a thing and all that stuff. So she wants to make a scandal. So only reason why she's actually going to flirt with her sister husband is only to start to make people notice her, make people start seeing her and not be invisible in the basement. So that's what we are going to do. I'll quickly read the rules. I'm sorry this introduction video is a little bit long, but I was kind of making my cute little story behind that. So, let's see. This is for The Sims 3 as well, I believe. So, any lifespan, you can even max the lifespan. Rules. Any lifespan, you can blah blah blah. If you want, you can max it out. I don't really see any changes with a full lifespan yet, so this is going to be different. Mine is just a normal. Any town will be fine, doesn't really matter. I am in Willow Creek. All the Sims you need to create except from the king needs to be young adults. They are. You don't have to make the house a medieval theme, though it would make a nice touch. It's going to be more of a modern world, so it's obviously not. And free will is on. I don't know if there's free will on this even, so Um, the king, any look you want, but make sure he looks like a king, or at least a modern day one. I tried, but I'm not sure. Traits can be random, but I recommend making him bad and irresponsible. That most likely because it's from the Sims 4 3. The relationship is the father of the two princesses, and obviously that's what he is. The princess. This is a prince from another country, and he is married to the first princess. He is actually not a prince from before, but still. Any look is fine, but make sure he looks like a prince or a modern day prince. Any traits will be fine, but you must choose the race of snob. I can ignore that. He is married, and yeah. She just... I can link this down in the description so you can read it, because this is kind of too much for me. But I wanted to read the one where Yes. I won't be able to get out unless it's 10 p.m. and then have to get back at 12 a.m. So that's going to be a little bit difficult, but I will do my best. And I'll quickly show you guys the house, and I will be linking the challenge down below so you can read up on it, because that's kind of a long story and all that stuff. So this is I can show you the outside of the house first. So this is a very blue castle. I downloaded this because it's very cute and very pretty. And it's very castle-like, and this is just sort of a vacation home for them, because there's obviously... where they will be staying until he feels like they can go back to Oasis Springs. So this is the living room. I haven't changed much, I just added some few stuff. This is their kitchen, just very blue and modern, I feel like. It's not too modern, but it's very bright and pretty. The dining area, a very blue bathroom, and just seating or sort of an entertainment area where they have some easels and something for a cute little Amber, which is her name. This is the king's bedroom. This is the master bedroom where Alyssa and her husband stays, because they're a couple and they wanted this room, and her father didn't deny her anything, which is obviously why Luna is a little bit annoyed at them. And this is obviously Amber's room. Wow, I'm struggling a little bit. And I just made it very Disney themed, and some princess theme as well, because she is a princess and she is a cutie. And I know this looks strange, but this is the most adorable picture I found, and I just wanted it in her room. So her room is very girly, and she has this cute little sheep. And I probably will change her hair, because she doesn't have blue hair like her auntie. Her auntie has colored hair. And this is her place, obviously. As you can see, there's a very huge empty place here, where we will be making the prisons for at least the king, eventually maybe Alyssa, and possibly Michael, depending on how she will feel of them in this LP. I know this is very dark, and I try to make it light up as much as possible, but this is the darkest room of them all, so I'm just pretending that Luna just likes it like that. So obviously, as you can see, her stuff is very perfect. She doesn't have the things she had when her mother was alive, because she obviously is taking the bribe from the king, or pretending to, so her stuff is very perfect, nothing wrong with it. She just has everything she needs. So the office I'm going to later, because that's the main stuff in here. I'm so sorry this episode is going to be so long. So this is her kitchen, just the hallway, her living room with a fireplace, some plants, some exercise stuff, and some piano, just to keep her entertained. Her bedroom, I felt like this picture just really suited this bedroom and her, just because I like it, and this teddy bear she got from her mother, so she always keeps everything she can from her mother, and just plain bathroom so she can go pee. And this is her main room. This is where she has everything she needs. And I put absolutely everything I could find that could make sense in this place. So she has this sort of blueprint with some drawings and stuff to how she's going to escape, how she's going to get out of this place. She has all her ideas. She has put up some stuff here as well to just see how she can make her plan go into make her plan reality. This is some equipment if she gets out, and some entertainment stuff so she can get in there. She has a computer so she can research stuff. She has this because she is obviously very angry at the king, so she has this wooden thing that shows the human body. She has some knives. She has some books because of her research, and all this is just research stuff she has on the king, queen, and all that stuff, and obviously some tools that might be used to kill the king, and just some paintings she has been doing. And as you may notice, there is a little bit strange wallpaper inside here, and that's because the king has made this look like if anyone comes down here, they will be not, because I will be removing the door until I can get the lock. So if anyone would accidentally come down here, as the prince has done sometime, he just pretends that this is a room he's building for Amber. So that's why the wallpaper is very girly, very sweet, and why this is a bookcase door, because it doesn't look like there's anything here. So obviously I didn't remove that door, but I will be doing that later. So that's why this looks very different from the other places. Luna likes more darker colors, and this is just temporary color until I figure out what to do with that room. So that's why it looks a little bit different, because the king doesn't want to know his family doesn't want his family to know there's anyone here. So that's why he has this very girly wallpaper, so that nobody will know that Luna is living here. So Luna, why don't you go live back to your basement? And obviously there's a staircase there, but still I couldn't for making the sort of... Where are you? Oh, I'm already down here researching. So obviously I'm going to remove that for now. And yeah, I think that's it for this episode. I'm sorry, or introduction. I'm sorry it's very long, but I really wanted to explain the background story, explain her rooms, explain why she is how she is and stuff like that. And in the next episode I will show you a little bit more of the Sims and create the Sims, so you can see the different clothing options and stuff like that. And I'm sorry I'm losing my voice again. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the very first episode. Bye everyone!